Has you had your spinach, Eli? Have you had your spinach? He's had his spinach. He's strong to the finish because he eats his spinach. It's Eli, the podcast man. Poop, poop.
Hello, everybody. It's Eli.
Gluggity glug, down goes the Red Bull.
I think we should start again.
No, I'm not going to, because I know what your little fucking problem is. You don't like the sheath being pulled back to reveal the glistening helmet, do you? You don't
The sheath of what?
You don't like the eye of cock to come out to tell the truth, do you?
Paul, I think you should resettle. You know, it's okay. What's happening? I think you just literally
you're drinking your Red Bull, and
that's it. That's the Red Bull is my spinach.
It is your spinach. That's what I was talking to, because you can't seem to start an episode without like necking half a can of Red Bull.
I might just have the rest of it now.
Dong dong dong. I'll save you, Olive. Look at him necking Red Bull. That's not good and healthy. It's not good, is it? Is it? It's not good, is it? It's not good, is it? Hey,
it's a terrible cold open that I think you should consider.
I could
redoing.
consider, but I'm not going to, because I stand by every single awful fucking thing that comes out of my stupid fucking mouth.
Unfunny thing.
Yeah,
Can we add that? Can we add that?
I'm not. No, because I think
stand by every unfunny, stupid, fucking awful thing that comes out of your mouth.
Misguidedly unfunny stuff, right? But at least when I'm
you're admitting it.
At least when I'm unfunny, I use words, as opposed to you just going off on a mouth tangent.
I could say something now.
This podcast is over.
You've said that before.
5 minutes, yeah.
You've said that before.
5 minutes of this shit. I hate you, and I hate this, and I fucking hate everything we do on a weekly, fucking ongoing basis.
Jesus.
This show has aged me, fucking giving me carpal tunnel in my right hand.
I thought I was the unhealthy one.
Mate.
Carpal tunnel?
My problems are all joint and ache based.
I've got those as well.
You know what I mean?
That's just
this
as you
thing
age.
is still cold. I think it's diabetes.
No, you age. As we age, you get there's natural arthritis. Come on, mate.
Well, I'm doing
just
it.
Apologise to me.
For what?
Having a horrible, nasty, unfunny go at me.
I didn't say this was going to be funny. At no point did my comment arouse amusal from anyone.
You thought the whole
No.
spinach thing was going to be funny.
Yeah, because it was funny to me, that. It is. It's the...
It's not funny, though, is
and
it?
you have got a kind of Popeye-looking face, if I'm being honest.
Like Jim
And one big fat eye out here as well. Can we get on? Let's get on.
No, I don't want to.
Good, because we just started it.
Cheap Show time.
It's the price of shite. Welcome to Cheap Show. Hello, welcome to Cheap Show, starring the late Eli Silverman and the in palliative care Paul Gannon.
In palliative care?
Yes, in palliative care. Is that right? In
Yes.
palliative.
Palliative, isn't it?
Palliative care.
Palliative.
Palliative.
Hey, do you know we were talking about sibling?
Yes.
Someone had said there is an actual term. I wish I'd remembered it. Oh,
Explain
no.
the podcast people while I look it up.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Eli Silverman. That's Paul Gannon.
Hello.
We present to you weekly Cheap Show, the comedy economy podcast for your ears, where we travel the length and breadth of Great Britain, looking for the treasure amongst that trash. Charity shops, bazaars, jumble sales, and yard sales, Poundland, all that stuff. We trawl through it and bring you that. Have I said it? Treasure amongst the trash again?
Said it yet? No,
said
but say it again. Go on.
Treasure amongst the trash we bring to you. And this week we got two great segments for you.
We do. Two lovely segments. Tell them.
We starting with the noodles?
Got it. No, carry on. I'll tell you.
Are we starting with the noodles?
Yes, we're going to get the noodles
That's
out of the way
the first
first.
segment.
That's our big segment today, ladies and gentlemen.
We've got
on noodle. It's a noodle pot blitz.
We got limited edition Nissin Cup Noodles from America.
Could you say they were limited? Limited admission, limited admission noodles.
Yes, Nissin is how it's pronounced, though.
Limited.
You're going to have to cut this in. So why don't you just say it? I'll tell you what to say, yeah?
And then I'll cut it in.
And you say it. Just repeat after me.
I'll repeat it. Yeah, go on.
Hey!
Yeah.
You could say they were limited admission.
Yay! You could say they're limited admission.
Why do we do this?
I don't know.
Oh, my
Listen,
God. Limited edition Nissin.
Limited edition. Nissin Impossible. Anyway.
Nissin Impossible, that's what I wanted to say, but you went and said it.
Anyway, cup noodles. We got 4 in a noodle pot blitz coming up later on the show. How do you say that? Faeneth. 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 Anyway, Faeneth, said, fun fact, the added vowel in sibling, sounding like sibling,
or nuclear sounding
yes.
like nuclear.
Yeah. Again, he said that last week.
Well,
It's
I'm just saying that's a very good example. It's an example, though, for people. People may not have heard it. I Popeye the Sailor Man. Boop. I drink Red Bull all I can. I have 6 cans a fucking day, and I'm going to live for a great big span of 100 years.
Right, pharabatic vowel or epenthesis.
Wicked.
So there
Wicked
you go.
Stuff. There you go.
For the added valuable soul.
Added vowel.
Valuable soul. The added valuable soul. Anyway, hello, welcome to the podcast. And then we're going to end with some records found in a charity shop that we will grace your ears with later in the show.
That's right.
Oh, hang on. I don't want to answer this. It's John. I don't want to do it.
Oh, fuck's sake.
What if he still fucked off of me for cutting this segment out?
Cut all of it out, man.
Yeah. But the bright side of that is that all those bills for the content house are now going to the right place. I've got them redirected.
Oh, that's good.
Because I'm sick of Brandoff sending me messages saying, go on, pay this for me. So I'm not paying your, internet bill.
I don't want to...
I'll answer it.
He's boring.
I'll just answer it, otherwise. Hello, John. Yeah, what do you want?
Hello, is that Paul?
Yes.
Hello, it's got John Gunty.
Yes, I know, John. Hello.
Is that Paul speaking?
Yes, John.
It's John Gunty here. Hello.
You called my phone, so odds are good that you've reached me. What do you want?
Oh, I just wanted to say hello, really. I know I'm quite busy these days, actually.
Look, if it's about me cutting your segment, I'm sorry. I've apologised, Brand. It's all squared, all right? I'm sorry. If you want to come back on the show, I guess you can every once in a while.
No, that won't be necessary, actually, because I've got my whole sub-channel on the Contact House platform, actually.
Right, wait, what? No, you can come back on the show if you want,
No, it won't be necessary. It's really going so, as they say, mega viral. The whole of Content House, including my food reviews. I've even started doing ASMR where I eat a lasagna quite noisily. I mean, it's not a natural thing for me to do because I'm quite a quiet eater, actually, usually. But they like the slurpy noises, and so I get my mouth right in there and I slurp it all up.
I mean, I've been mega viral, but not like that. So how many numbers are you getting? How big's your audience? Can't be bigger than us.
Well, there's 3 million subscribers to the Content House platform, and I get 40,000 daily visits to my sub-channel, which is Gunty's Food Parlour Reviews.
Jane!
Oh, Jane!
Jane, what are you doing?
I'm just talking to Paul.
What are you talking to? You don't need them.
Jane, I'm talking to Paul. Please.
What? Paul?
Yeah.
I like him.
What?
I like him. I send him messages.
You're getting much more feral.
Yeah, can you tell your wife to stop sending me pics? I know they're not even her pics, just a bunch of different men's penises. I don't get it. Just tell her to stop.
I don't know what you're talking about, Paul, but listen, I know it's only natural.
Jane, get off your phone. I need love.
You feel No, Jane, I'm not. I did it twice.
The camera's on.
I did it twice last week.
The camera's on.
It's only natural for you to feel jealous, Paul, about the numbers I'm getting for my food review.
Don't make them on the camera.
Not now, Jane, not now.
We do it with dogs and...
We do not do it with dogs. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you, woman?
I'm horny. All this success. It fizzes me clam.
Oh, my God, Paul. Oh, anyway, it's natural for you to want to attack me, and I wouldn't go on your little tiny podcast if you even paid me £1 million. I'm doing $3,000 a day, doing food reviews, and the ASMR that's going to take off. You guys should have got on that train. You should have got on that train. I'm stuffing my face in a pudding, and it's getting fucking mega views. I'm sorry to swear.
I'm gonna feed myself off.
Do it, Jane. Just close the door of the toilet whilst you do, please. I don't want to smell it.
All right, well then, bye then, John, I guess.
Bye. I?
Mate, what's all this with a successful bloody content house?
It's mentioned all these YouTube channels I follow. They all mention it.
I told you I
like
got
the
the app.
drama and all of this stuff.
I got the app, but I cannot get this fucking thing to work. I log in.
Yeah.
Password, do not recognise.
And it just
send to email.
Well, look,
does not recognise email, but it's taking money from my account.
Listen, we've got to check it out. We've got to check it out.
We'll have to check it out.
Then we might need, we might need to sue them or something.
Maybe.
But there's all sorts of stuff going on over there.
Either way, we'll check it out. We'll check it out.
Sounds like they're bad mouthing us from what he was.
Of course they are. Bit of success goes to their head. Forget about where they started, eh?
They do,
Anyway.
Hey, are we doing?
Time
Is
to
it?
get our noodle pot blitz on.
That's right. Is it Noodle Plot Blitz, really?
Yes, because it's noodle pots and we're blitzing them.
But I thought that was more specifically when we did lots of different ones. But this is all Nissin.
Yeah, but it can still be a blitz.
It's a special edition Nissin, limited edition Nissin
noodle pot blitz.
And there is a glam style intro that goes like this.
No, it doesn't. You always do this. I'm going to stop it now. I'm stopping it. No, we do it when we come back.
I've done my tits. I've done my tits.
You're such an incompetent wank shaft on a weekly
God,
fucking
Bossy
basis.
Paul with his
You're meant to
bossy
go,
butt.
here's this thing, and then we cut to it, and then we come
don't
back,
know.
and then we get into it.
Well, where's the
what
schedule?
Do you mean you don't know? We've been doing this for 11 fucking years.
Where's the schedule?
The schedule?
Yeah.
It's right here, mate.
He's
On
giving me the
tip of my
finger,
fucking
everyone.
finger. I've got 2 schedules.
You're the big bully.
I've got 2 schedules and a big old
He's showing me his arse. I've got the
Big old
best seats in the house. Wow.
Wow.
He can move it.
Best seats in the house. Right, can we get on with the blitz?
And we haven't said what they
We're
are.
going to do when we get back. When we start the fucking segment.
Just press the button. You're the
fucking
one.
knob scratch.
You're the one who presses the button, mate.
Oh yeah, I'll press it now. Jump, 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 jump,
Noodle pop blitz, it's a noodle pop blitz, it's a noodle pop blitz, and mum wouldn't like it. Noodle pop blitz, it's a noodle pop blitz, it's a noodle pop blitz, and your mama wouldn't like it. Oh, I love mother. Oh, I've done a shit down my flared trouser leg.
Hello, it is the Noodle Pot Blitz segment of the Cheap Show podcast where we blitz some potted noodles. And what have we got this week on a very special edition of the segment?
We do have our favourite brand and the original brand in the world, Nissin.
The big daddy on the street.
They invented pot noodle, what we call in this country, Paul, pot noodles. But these are cup noodles. And we have done very well over the years in securing their special editions. It's been the want and the weft and the desire.
The weave and the waft and the weft.
The desire of the American part of the Nissin Corporation to release special editions.
Silly versions.
Novelty ones, and some have been better than others over the years. We had the all-day breakfast. It wasn't all-day breakfast. It was
Just
like
a big breakfast, big American breakfast.
It was an American breakfast,
Yeah,
and it was unpleasant in that it tasted
maple syrup,
tasted
and
of maple.
pancakes.
Yeah.
And what was the other flavour in it?
It had little bits of dehydrated sausage.
Yeah,
as
it was
well.
like someone put noodles into Ready Breck. It wasn't particularly lovely.
That wasn't good. But
what
the
else?
one I did like was the everything bagel.
That was all right.
That was all right.
That got a bit too thick and sickly after a while
We
as well.
didn't make we did it on our episode. Was it 400 where we did the TV episode once?
I don't remember nothing. I don't remember nothing.
We actually had that on that one when it was filmed.
Yes.
And what it wasn't prepared properly by me, so that was my bad. But you said, "Oh, this is really weak," and then when it got down to the bottom,
It was thicker.
See, but if it had been mixed
Yeah.
together, you would have had a better experience with
Maybe.
it.
It was still quite a lot of flavour.
Yeah, you didn't like it as much as I did. I did like that one. The s'mores one. Do you remember that one?
S'mores.
It was horribly sweet, chocolatey, aspartame, horrible.
Do you know what that reminded me of? Having like a piss poor hot chocolate drink.
Yeah.
That happened to have noodles in.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
piss poor.
Can you think of any others?
Well, we had the drinks, which you can see on our YouTube channel when we had the Nissin limited edition sodas based on their favourite flavours, or most popular flavours
Yes,
brand.
so
I
you had the
guess.
curry one, the seafood one, seafood party,
the original, whatever that is.
and the original.
And we've also got
Salty,
our own,
the salty one, the salt one, right?
and someone also made a My Cup Noodle Factory one, a cheap show one just for us.
You're not showing the face to the camera
Doesn't-
there.
don't give a fuck.
Show the faces. There you go. There's the faces.
We are filming this as well. If you want to watch this, we have uploaded it to our YouTube channel.
Yes, we've got 4 to taste today, and they are from the States. They may be slightly out of date because it looks like they've been discounted. There's a yellow sticker on these.
Oh, aye.
So that gives me...
Not all, but most, or half.
It gives me pause. But yes, they were secured by Emma, not my real sister, fan of the show in the States.
Every full moon, I used to turn into a bear. That gave me pause.
Not your joke.
I don't know. It's not about the joke. It's about I just thought of it now.
Yeah, but the whole setup is like, it leads you down the wrong thing so that it doesn't hit. Because it's like full moon, you're thinking wolf.
Yeah, but
Just say wolf.
But I said a bear. I said every full moon I turn into
wolf.
a bear.
The wolves have paws as well.
Oh, yeah, they do. I could have just done that.
You see what I mean?
Hang on.
So I've doctored that.
Mate, every full moon I turn into a wolf. That gives me pause.
That works much better.
It does work much better.
Yes, it does. Thank you, Eli.
No, thank you, Eli.
No, thank you, Eli.
Dr. Gag.
Dr. Gag. Can I try that other one then on you then?
Go on, do it now. Is this one you've done 18 times already on the podcast?
It's
You're doing
not,
it again
it's not
now?
that one.
All right.
So I think my mate's a bit of a bigot. He came up to me, he said, I hate those people on the continent. They smell... They're terrible, those people from the continent. And I said, well, that's your opinion. He went, no, they're European.
If you'd like to see that joke again, it's on one of our previous cheap shots and last week's episode of the podcast. Anyway,
I kind of fumbled it, sorry.
Yeah. Can't all be winners, can they? You're workshopping it.
I'm workshopping
It's still
it.
a nicely structured gag with a decent payoff, but it's more clever ha-ha than funny ha-ha.
Yeah, it's not mine.
But clever funny's good anyway. I'll take clever funny.
I don't like clever funny.
Whose joke was it?
It's Adam who writes all my gags that I just come out with because I'm trying to workshop them through the podcast.
I'm glad you found this the nice arena for you to do so.
Because his other one was that I liked better.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
I've got a startup. It's a tech startup I'm doing, Paul.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like TripAdvisor, right?
Right.
But it's like based in Ibiza.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of rave reviews.
Yeah, again, you did that week, I think, with Nick Helm 2 weeks ago.
Getting a lot of rave reviews.
So
rave.
So basically what you do is just repeating the first 4 gags you remember over and over and over again until something lands and sticks in and beds in a way that you're happy to commit to.
Getting a lot of rave reviews, that.
Yeah. I'll come up with a joke right now.
No, you won't. This would be poor, everyone. And you'd expect it to be as well.
Hang on, think of this. Hang on.
Do it about a dog.
Hang on. Apparently now there's an app that delivers drag artists to your house.
Oh, yeah?
It's called Deliver RuPaul's Drag Race.
I've just had a thought.
Go on.
Yeah.
We'll work. We're going to work up some gags. Don't mind us.
You know that some perverts like to put dog food on their genitals and then get the dogs to eat it out.
Yeah.
They've actually come up with dog food especially for that purpose. It's called Pedigree Mum.
Hang on. There's a lot to complicate. There's a lot to unwind with that gag. So, sexual gratification, your balls, your mum's a dog licking your balls, dog flaking food.
Oh no!
There's a lot to psychological.
Edit that out, yeah. Please edit that one out, please. Oh, this is the worst. I feel really bad today. Like we're not funny. You're not making me laugh.
Yeah.
I'm not making me laugh.
Anyway, if you can order now. You can now order flying cars.
Oh yeah,
it's called Uber Alles, which means up above in German. It's a clever joke that. Yeah. Oh mother, cut that one out, Paul.
Do it, but it's also what the Nazis said. So do it Tesla.
It?
Say Tesla are coming because then they've got the
Tesla are coming out with flying cars. Yeah. They're called Uber Alles. Thank you very much.
Doctor joke. You see this? I'm actually better at doctoring other people's jokes than my own jokes.
Hang on, let me do another joke that's awful and you can doctor. Hang on. Give me a topic. Give me a word. Give me something.
Advertising.
Advertising. Right. Okay.
Teddy bears.
Teddy bears.
Advertising teddy bears.
All right, hang on. I used to date a teddy bear.
Oh, yeah?
But after 7 years, I got the stitch. No, hang on. That's an itch, isn't it? Hang on. Go back. Hang on.
Oh, dear. Ooh, that's on the edge of competence.
Hang on. No. And then after I got bored of it, so I got the 7-year stitch. No, it's still bad.
Yeah.
Noodles, everyone.
I've just had a bear idea, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm at this advertising agency, yeah, and they're all. But problem is, they're all teddy bears working at the agency.
Are they?
Yeah, you never get to do any work. They're always off for a picnic. They're always.
What's a teddy bear's favourite thing on a dinner plate? Stuffing.
That's taking the wind out of me. The stuffing out of me, you might say.
Hey, Noodles, come on, please.
Okay, fine.
What's the first? Let's go through all 4.
Now,
what have we got?
We have 3 limited edition Wings versions. Now, the original Nissin...
Now, they're not based on the band Paul McCartney put together after the Beatles. No, these aren't commemorative like Band on the Run noodles or anything. You know, like that would be fun.
No, they're
actually.
not. No, the closest thing to that we've had are the wrap icon noodles. Remember those?
Umami on
Which
the
we
run.
did on this segment before.
Oh, yeah, they were
Unfortunately,
awful.
They were really out of date. That was the problem. No, they would have been perfectly fine, just standard.
Maybe, but I don't know. The flavour profile was still wonky.
Yeah, I just think they were really out of date.
Really out of date.
So, no, but Paul, these are wings. So they've got 3 different limited edition wings flavour ones. Now, firstly, spicy buffalo with ranch. Ranch is a garlic-based
This one's
mayonnaise
bull of Kintyre. That one's that
mayonnaise sauce. Famously, we get Doritos Cool, what they called?
Cool Ranch?
No, they're not called Cool Ranch in this country. They're just called Cool Blue.
Breeze. Cool Blue Breeze.
They're not called Blue Breeze.
No, Blue Breeze, mate, are not the same thing at all.
I knew you were going to go there. Now, what are those fucking Doritos called? Cool.
Cool Ranch.
No, not called Cool Ranch.
Cool Wave?
Something.
Cool Mama. Hang on.
Oh, fucking hell.
Doritos
Sorry
Cool.
about this, everyone.
Doritos Cool. Doritos Cool.
Sorry about this, everybody.
Oh, it just says Cool Original.
Cool Original, yes.
Or Cool Ranch, but a Cool Original is how
Is
it's
what they
called
call
in
it
the
here
UK.
because
They're
the
boring.
UK doesn't know about ranch. In fact, they had ranch briefly in Subway, right?
Yes.
Here, because it's from America.
Yeah.
But they stopped that. Then they used to have Caesar in Subway as well. I used to get that instead of the ranch, right? Because it's kind of similar.
Similar-ish, yeah.
White, garlicky sort of dressing.
Yeah.
Now they got rid of that. You know what it is now? Like herb. It's like a herb and thing.
Oh, was that the word I came up with? What was it for the chive?
Oh, yes, it's that. It is that.
Whatever that word was I came up with. Oh, I wish I remembered shit we did on this fucking podcast.
Chow cream, wasn't it?
No.
No, it was.
But it's something like that.
Chive and cream.
Chive.
It was great.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's that.
Anyway,
basically
it's in
now.
that.
So
here's the thing with that, though, right? Just because we don't have Blue Ranch or Ranch doesn't mean you can't introduce it and tell everyone.
people don't pick
get
up on
that.
it. There's something about the British spirit. The British
Just don't like.
They do not like ranch. You know, there's certain things that are so, like mayonnaise, that are so ingrained in the culture, let's say, of the last 20, 30 years.
That
you
we
know?
don't want to wiggle anything new in, ever.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
The world that me and you were born into in Britain was culinarily barren, Paul.
Barren.
It was. There was nothing there.
No, I know.
Unless you were super posh, and that was all French.
I remember the day my mum got excited she bought pasta.
Is that true?
Yes.
That's so weird.
Oh, our family's first bolognese meal.
Isn't that crazy? And it was something exotic. That's what I'm trying to get at. And I think ranch is one of those things that they would love. All these corporations would love to be able to introduce it over here and for it to be a big thing. But it isn't a thing. No, it's spicy buffalo with ranch.
Okay.
Now, spicy buffalo is great. It's a wing flavour. It's a very vinegary hot sauce. That's how I describe a buffalo. You know, it's very tart.
These can be done in the microwave as well, apparently.
They can because they're American.
Yeah. Because they have kettles. We've had this discussion before.
We are going to do them British way, are we?
Yeah, kettle.
Or should we do them in the microwave?
Nah, kettle. We'll do it proper because we're British. If we can't take the word ranch, then we'll do it our way.
Okay, so what's the second wing flavour we've got, limited edition?
This one is lemon pepper wings.
Right, Emma said this is probably the best.
Lemon pepper. I can imagine this being the best, maybe.
Well, I don't know what the third one is. I can't remember.
Third one, I can just tell you. It is garlic parmesan wings.
Oh, that might be nice.
Is that really a popular profile?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay.
These are all very much established wing flavours.
In America.
And I remember you can get that in Wingstop, which is blown up. But I tried Wingstop like last year.
Yeah.
Very poor.
Very
Those
poor.
tiny little wings, you know?
Yeah.
I want a big meaty wing.
Yeah, you don't want a little nugget.
I tell you, a little
Nugget
wing
on a stick.
A little wing anecdote.
Yeah, wing
there is
anecdote.
in Kingsland Road Market.
Yeah.
In Dalston, Kingsland, like round there. There's a little sort of hole in the wall Indian place.
All right.
Yeah. Indian restaurant, just purely takeout. They do kebab rolls and that. They have like tandoori wings, really cheap. It's like 6 for £3, right?
That's good, isn't it?
And they're like, you know, like proper tandoori chicken, the red chicken. Like, and it's slightly charred, black and red, and it's really, it's tasty.
Sticky.
And I got some of these wings. They were fucking unctuous, man. They were delicious as fuck, so cheap. Yeah. And it's like, I'm going to take those home and have those for my dinner. And I'm walking around Hackney, and I could not stop eating these fucking tandoori wings, my friend. And it got all orange, all the equivalent of Cheetos dust. But this would be tandoori wing juice all over my mouth and my fingers. And I'm all like, you're not listening to me, are you?
Nope. I was just decided that this was not. I didn't need to be here for this segment of the podcast.
That's a wing story, but yes, they do have all.
Actually, I was just looking up the word unctuous because I haven't heard it before, and I wanted to just check it.
It means delicious in a succulent way, right?
No, it means flattering, fawning, or smarmy.
Oh,
So there you go. You're also wrong. It's even better result for me.
Unctuous doesn't mean delicious at all.
It says there, smarmy or fawning. Here we go. He double checks it because he doesn't want to be proven wrong.
I'll check it later. It's fine. I could be proven wrong.
Then finally...
God, that's deflated me. Good. Fuck you.
Cup noodle dill pickle with other natural flavours. The dill pickle, top of the box.
There it is. Now, I love pickle. I love noodles. This, for me, is like a very Eli Silverman type item, Paul. You have to admit.
It's almost as if it was scientifically grown in a lab for you, isn't it?
Now, it might not be very nice, though. It might be very artificially over-dilled.
I can almost taste this in my head. You know, in terms of like what this is probably going to taste like or smell like. And it's like, it's got to have that McDonald's fake pickle, as you would say, Sesame Street scratch and sniff card pickle set.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But we did have the KFC pickle meal the other day, didn't we? Which was grim.
Load of grim slop.
It was horrible, really. The burger was okay.
AI
but
slop.
Loaded chips were...
AI slop. KFC slop.
KFC slop. And apparently their chicken is really bad. I think I'm going to avoid KFC,
I'm
actually.
not a KFC person, really.
Those wings I had from the place in Dalston Kingsland, 1,000 times better.
Yeah, probably.
A small business, anyway, whatever.
So, we are now going to run these through a kettle and bring them back and give you our thoughts and opinions and ratings of them, aren't we?
Yes, we are, Paul. Now, I've said that one of my favourite noodles was, there is another... long-standing pickled flavoured noodle in the world, and it's the Amala Polish one, which is gherkin flavoured as well, which is great. Which is subtle. It's herby, subtle, has that dill flavour, but I think this is going to be much more strident. And I wonder what this is going to have dried bits of pickle in, isn't it? Because one of Nissin's top things that they've maintained over the years is their dehydration game is top notch. They dehydrate any fucking thing. They had bits of sausage and egg in that breakfast one, didn't they? They'll have bits of
Which one do you think is going to be the best out of all four? Out of all four, which one's going to be the best? I'm going to go with lemon pepper. I'm going to stick with that. That was one that
It'll be spicy lemon.
Tickles my taste buds.
I'm worried about the Parmesan because, you know, there's that compound in Parmesan cheese which also is in vomit. And so once you've noticed that...
You can't get rid of it mentally.
It's hard to.
It's that rennet. Is it the rennet?
Yeah, that rennety smell.
Belly rennet. Yeah.
Paul, you've got these certain weird things that you say over and over again. And good, belly rennet is one of them.
Belly rennet's one of my fine ones. Dick titty's my other one.
Oh, fucking stop saying dick titty. That's like episode 2 or something.
72, I think. 70-something. Anyway, cock and bonkers, it's time to
Here we go. There's another one.
To the kitchen, get these done,
get them down, yeah.
Away.
And then we'll be tasting these.
Taste them. And we're back with noodles, fresh from the kitchen, hot water added, 3 minutes left to stand, one big mix, forks, time to eat.
And we are starting with the lemon pepper wings. And it says underneath that flavour with other natural flavours. The weird nomenclature they have.
Because natural flavours means nothing now in this day and age.
Natural flavours could mean the worst poison known to man.
Yeah, arsenic's a natural flavour, isn't it? You know.
This is the lemon pepper wings, but lemon pepper, I think is what we call chili salt here, or chili pepper. You know, it's this big thing.
Isn't it like lemongrass pepper something chicken?
Yeah, lemon pepper, yeah.
Right,
it's similar. It's similar to what they call salt and pepper ribs and stuff here.
Oh, okay.
Which is garlic, chili with salt. We're starting with this. There's a lot of dehydrated carrots in here.
What's the huff?
It's lemony but very light. I'm not getting a huge huff. You have a huff.
Oh yeah, it's just a little ting of lemon.
Tiny ting of lemon and nothing else going on.
Not much. The noodle itself comes through, but I'm not smelling any chicken.
In terms of stuff, there looks to be quite a bit of like dehydrated carrot.
Yeah,
fine. And I'm going to go for a mouthful of this.
You get a lot of carrot.
I think that's quite pleasant. I don't find that unpleasant.
It is fine. It's a bit too lemony for me because I'm not getting anything else.
No, it's just lemon and slightly salty.
Slightly salty lemon noodle. I wish there was more going on, but it's just lemony noodle.
Yeah.
There's not much of an aftertaste either. Once the lemon's gone, there's not much lingering.
It's not really offensive, though, is it?
No,
and you can imagine pimping it with a little bit of something else, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
it's fine. That's fine. It's not offensive.
Look. Out of 5, how many noodly doos are you giving it?
I'm going
to noodly doos right now.
I'm going to give it 2.2 noodly doo.
I'm going to give it a solid 2 noodly doo.
2 noodly doo.
I like noodly doos.
We can revise these once we've gone through them all.
Yeah.
Context is everything in these games.
It is. Right,
so
next.
The second limited edition wing flavour we're having is the buffalo
soldier
and ranch. Buffalo and ranch now.
Right. Come on, baby.
It has a real buffalo smell, that vinegary smell.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
nice.
that
It's
hot
nice smell.
almost hot saucy vinegar.
It's a hot sauce vinegar, so that's what buffalo is.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not
of
getting a
course.
lot of ranch, though, on the nose. Are you? Like a garlic?
No, not enough of that. There's a lot
Herby
of
garlic? No, there's not a lot of herby garlic coming off. What, in terms of the dehydration, what have we got in there? Again, a lot of carrot.
That is a weird one. I do not hate it, and yet I still find it quite a strange flavour. It's like, it's almost lemony like the last one.
Yes.
But vinegar with a chilly aftertaste.
That's what buffalo is, but I'm not getting any ranch.
No, I'm not getting any ranch either. And I think it needs that creamy note, which it
Yeah.
hasn't got.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Otherwise, it's a bit too vinegary.
Let me just see if there's more cream at the bottom.
I went right to the bottom for my
Yeah.
mouth. But
Yes, because that plays that, and you get that kind of carbonara effect in
Yes.
some of those Samsung,
Which is what you need.
Samyang noodles, and that's missing from this. So they're not doing as well as.
it's more that they're not tightening up the bow of that particular flavour. It's like they're going, here's the upfront flavour punch, but then all the nuance that they're kind of known for is gone at the back end.
Yeah.
That would have been fine if it had a little creamy note at the end to offset the vinegary.
Yeah, it's just not there though, is it? I keep looking for it. There's not enough ranch.
But again, not horrible,
It's not horrible.
but it doesn't achieve what I think is its aim.
I preferred the lemon.
Oh, I don't know.
I preferred the lemon.
The lemons, I mean, they're both fine. So far, I think I would still pick the buffalo just because that lemon note's a bit too stringent.
Okay. Yes, you found it more astringent. Yeah. And what would you give it? Noodles. What they
This
called?
one is a 2.5 noodly doos.
Oh, you're going higher for that.
Just a little bit. Just I could imagine eating all of that, but not all of that.
I'm going to go lower and go flat 2 doodly doos.
Oh.
Noodly doodly doos.
2 noodly doos or a noodly twos if you want to
It's
go
a
that way
noodly
with
two,
it.
two noodly
Yeah,
do, which is
noodly
what
two.
you got in your degree.
Next.
Anyway, now I've got high hopes for this one because the smell was really
I
nice.
actually got a noodly 2-1.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. This one is what? Garlic parmesan.
Yes, and I'm getting the garlic even from sitting across from you here.
Garlic is one of the most overwhelming smells and
Yes.
flavours. And one of my problems with garlic is because my partner thinks I hate garlic. I don't like overuse.
I also have been known to think that you hate garlic.
I just don't like overuse of it, and when it overwhelms the flavour.
It can be very overwhelming, for sure.
I think some people put garlic in lieu of finding the flavour elsewhere in that dish.
Yeah, you can overdo it. I just happen to love it so much that almost anything with garlic.
It's really powerful.
Yeah. But is there a Parmesan? See, this is better, this one, isn't it? I can tell from your reaction already.
I would still say it's a bit too garlicky, but the Parmesan flavour is definitely there. It has got a nice sprinkling of that Parmesan cream, slightly sour cream, you know what I mean?
Mouthfeel. And it's got a real sort of pizza flavour.
Yes.
Oregano. There's an oregano. isn't there?
That is lovely. That is the best
nicer.
so far.
Yeah, I agree.
I just wish the garlic wasn't so prominent in the flavour.
I think you're right.
That's it.
I think you're right, actually.
But I would still
But in
give that a nice 3.5 noodly doos.
It's definitely the balance. There's more nuance and there's more balance.
Can I just say I'm really sorry for introducing noodly
I
doos
like
to this?
it.
All right, fine. If
Noodly
you
doos.
like it, then I'm going to move on.
Good. It's good. We needed a point system for noodles.
Don't we
Noodly
have
doos.
one?
No.
All right, noodly do to you too.
So you're going to say how many noodly doos?
3.
I'll
Did I
say-
say 3 or 3.5? I think I said 3 on the nose. I'm going to commit to 3 noodly doos.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't crave this as a flavour, you know what I mean? And some of those Korean ones, like the Nissin, not Nissin, the Nongshim spicy or the Nongshim kimchi is fucking, you really crave it.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see
yeah.
it in the shop, Paul, and you go,
But
I
they
love
always
that
have much
flavour.
more going on.
Yeah.
I tend to find when you front load anything with one particular flavour, it takes the wind away from the sales of the other flavour profiles in that thing. And so far, it's been the same. This one's been too vinegary, this one's been too lemony, and this one's been a bit too garlicky. Not to the detriment overall, but just in terms of that's what's been the brightest spark of flavour there.
This one has little dehydrated bits of chicken in, which I'm enjoying.
Yeah, no, I noticed that.
Did you notice those?
getting
Little
them in
chewy bits of soy chicken, maybe.
This is definitely the best one. Maybe I'll give it 2.5.
Yeah, I think you should. It is definitely head and shoulders above those other two.
Yeah.
So far.
But I still don't think I would buy this
No,
again.
probably not.
No.
But anyway, it's like a Western take. These are all sort of like American food things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
These wings. And it sort of doesn't work as a concept overall, you know? I mean, they're limited edition, they're fine.
It might
but-
work if, again, they weren't so strong with one particular part of that flavour.
Yeah, I know
Because
what
as
you
I say, we're always good with Nissan because there's a nice balance.
Yeah.
But there's no real balance here.
That is actually quite tasty, that.
Yeah.
The garlic one. If you like garlic a bit more, I mean, I like that strong garlic flavour.
You know what? If you do
Yeah.
like garlic, then I
That's-
can imagine this is
Yeah,
gorgeous.
That's nice, and it has that umami, that mouthfeel from the sort of the Parmesan element,
Yeah.
which is really nice as well. So, here we go.
On to the final, which is Dill Pickle.
3.5 noodly doos so far for the Parmesan one.
Oh, yeah. Is that what you said? 3 on the nose?
3.5.
Oh, same as me.
Yeah, did you say?
Yeah, I moved
it's not
mine
bad,
up.
that.
No.
It's not bad. Not
No.
bad. Right.
It's the most palatable and the one that I've also, so far, the one I would go back to.
Yeah, same here.
Dill Pickle. Now, on the nose, not as strong as I thought it was going to be. However, I do think this will lack any surprises.
It's just going to taste of dill pickles, basically.
So I'm just going to have a little roll of this.
But how well does that work in a Nissin noodle format, is what we're asking. There's green in this as well. Oh. That's his least favourite, I think.
That tastes like I've just eaten paint.
Yeah, there's nothing in terms of...
There's no bits.
There's no bits, really. It's just this green powder, like the stuff from the Grinch meal at McDonald's that you had to put on the fries. It's like that's what it's been drenched in, sort of thing, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Are you okay, Paul?
You know when you just have to think about anything else so you don't vomit?
I don't get that a lot. Only when I've been drinking.
Oh, okay, I swallowed it.
Not going back there.
That tasted like enamel paint. I can only describe that as like really metallic, like kind of painty, like model paints. It's so strange. It's not.
That does not work at all.
No,
That's
I don't
terrible.
understand why that doesn't work at all. But that's
How do they get that so wrong?
it's
Very artificial.
vinegar.
There's a tartness, yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
It's easily the worst of all of them.
Yeah.
Easily.
That's a shame because I would have thought get that right and that would have been quite nice and in an unusual way. But honestly, that is similar to eating paint. I can only describe it as like have you ever used enamel paints for model kits?
Yes, it's that the back of the nose, the back
When
of the
that
palate.
smell hits that smell,
yeah.
that's the exact same sensation I'm getting from that.
I know exactly what you
But
mean.
with the dill.
Yeah, with the dill.
That's a shame. That's a shame. That's the most disappointing as well.
That is the most disappointing.
Because, we like our pickles on this pod.
Again, the Polish brand Amala, who do the gherkin flavoured, it's a flat deck of noodles.
I'm going to have to give that 1. Nothing gets a 0, but that gets a 1.
I think 1.5 noodly oodles.
Oh,
for me.
noodly doos.
I'll go up to 1.5. I mean, I went back.
One
It's not.
noodly doo for
I know.
me.
I agree with all of your points, but I didn't find it so
Off-putting.
disgusting.
Yeah, no.
And I could pick up. There's some salt there. There's a little bit of dill flavour. It's too artificial.
It's too weak and artificial.
Okay, so our
And
winner.
it made me gag. It kept pushing the noodle back up my throat.
Our winner is definitely the garlic parmesan.
Which I wasn't thinking was gonna come out on top. I thought the lemon was, but
No, it was just underpowered and just a bit
too
lemony.
lemony doodle.
I think what's won you over about the garlic parmesan is the oregano, those pizza crisp almost flavours.
What helps is that even though the garlic is quite strong, at least it's got the parmesan there to leave a more umami, smooth, creamy aftertaste, which really kind of makes you go back for your second forkful. That's the trick there.
I agree. Very good. Well, there you go.
Overall, a lovely bit of fun, but like with most Nissan special editions, they are just a bit of fun.
And
They're
a
not
bit-
serious.
yeah, it's not serious food.
No.
It's novelty food.
Yeah.
But the proper Nissin Cup Noodles, they're really tasty.
Yeah.
I still get them. You can get them in supermarkets and stuff.
Again, if you ever listen to Cheap Show, you will know that we're a big Nissan lover.
Just their, I know you don't eat fish, but their seafood one is really nice, and it's got the little bits of like ornamental fish cake slices, with the little.
Yeah, just having a wave of...
Why? That really made you feel sick, that one.
Yeah, the last one really just tipped me over. I would like to wrap this segment up soon.
Fine, I've got nothing
If
else
that's
to
all
say.
right. Not that I think I'm going to be sick. I don't think that, but
I've got nothing else to say.
I just want to stop talking about noodles, I'll be honest with you.
I could talk about noodles more, but I mean...
And we have had 11 years of you doing it,
All right,
so...
all right.
That's not a complaint, it's an observation, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, they were our Noodle Pop Blitz. Let's end with the theme. Mommy, can
I come down and have some noodles? I told you, I don't like noodles.
Mother! That's it, Noodle Pop Blitz. We'll see you next time. Right.
How about this?
Eli wants to read a comment out. Go on.
I had a dream about wrestling and woke up saying, Chutney send-off.
Where are you reading this comment from?
And then from online. And then
But we're online. Because
someone
online's
sent
a big
this to
place.
me. Someone sent this to me very kindly,
Right.
in case we had a little lack of content. So
All right,
it's all
good.
right. It's working so far.
we've had
You
plenty
like
of
chutney
content.
send-off, didn't you?
Chutney send-off's all right, but in what context is that a word?
I had a dream about wrestling and woke up saying chutney send-off. My partner said that's when you throw someone off the corner post into a big jar of chutney, screw the lid on, and post them back to their mum's house. It's the finishing move of a wrestler called the Ploughman. Strong, huh? Thanks, Leighton. Cheers.
Yeah, thank you, Leighton, I guess.
He literally had that joke. He had that dream. That's a true story.
Platters, everyone. And we've got 2. Where'd you get these from, out of interest? Charity shop?
Shut up. Give me those.
Well, no, I'm asking. Where'd you get them?
I'll get to that. You really want to get this over and done with, don't
I'm
you,
tired
Paul?
of your fucking face. Get out my shop. You know?
Exactly. Paul,
What?
that comes across and people don't enjoy it.
Yeah, but have you ever thought that it's actually not a real genuine emotion? Something I'm playing up as a character of the Paul version of me on this podcast.
I know you say that, but
I know,
it
but
really
it's not
feels
really true.
It
I really
feels
didn't
like
fucking
it
want
is.
you out of my house.
Exactly. All right?
Yeah.
Calm?
Yeah.
Chutney send-off?
Chutney send-off is a fine opening gambit, all right?
What do you reply with? He's just got a look in his face now, everyone. Like I've asked him to do something and he's really pissed off.
You just shout the word hullabaloo back, don't you?
Hullabaloo.
Shout it. Go on, say it.
Chutney send-off.
Hullabaloo!
Okay, thank you. Right, I got these, yes. I can't remember, actually. I think in separate charity shops I bought them on
Right.
different occasions, Paul. I can't remember which. But this one, which are we doing first?
We're going to do Splodge.
Sorry, I can't give you any more information there.
Right.
Okay, so
I
that's
was just wondering if you knew.
I don't know, but it's funny. After all these years of trying to find interesting, amusing records in the 7-inch, because I'm a 7-inch nut.
Yeah.
I honestly don't look at of records.
Mate, I'm a 7-inch nut, if you know what I mean.
I'm not after
I'm
I
7
get
inches,
to
get to the top of my 7 inches, then I nut.
I lie on my bed watching pornography and wank off.
And get the 7-inch nut.
I watch pornography
Hey,
and then I masturbate.
Chutney
Paul.
send off. The reply is, I've got the 7-inch nut.
I love 7-inch singles to the extent where I go into record shops. I barely look at records of other sizes, Paul. That's how bad it's got.
And the opposite.
I have to actually get some into storage. It's like, it's an issue.
I'm the opposite. I've got, I like the albums. I like looking at albums. I just get more bang for your buck with an album.
You do.
That's
you
it,
do.
really.
But isn't it funny how they were dominant, the 7-inch, right until the late 60s. Then the Beatles and others start doing
albums
that are all over one thing.
Yeah.
And then the bottom fell out of the pop 7 market for a little while.
Well, certainly when the CD came in, it boosted it again. I mean, actually, the minute the CD
how did the CD boost 7 inches?
Well, not 7-inch in itself. As a
CD
form.
single, you're
well,
saying?
Yeah, the single itself. Because you were talking about as if the form of the single was dying off.
No, I'm talking. No, yes, I can see your confusion. But what I'm saying is the 7-inch format itself became less popular. And Led Zeppelin, famously, at the height of this era,
said fuck that.
Said we're not putting out 7s, but they still did in the States.
But
Atlantic, their label, still put them out in the States. I've got a few.
I still remember back in the day, if I went to HMV in the mid-90s to get a single that I liked, in this case it was probably Ben Folds 5 or Blur, right?
Bloody hell.
There was always a vinyl single version of it in the rack. You get the CD single, and then I remember that.
You should have got those because they're worth a pretty penny.
Some banging around somewhere.
They're worth
but
a
my
pretty
point
penny
is
from that era.
They're still there, but they didn't make up the majority of sales for that single. It was more like a boutique thing to have.
It was very rare. That's a reason that whole period from the early 90s onwards, the whole of Britpop, all of that stuff, is when vinyl was at its least popular, right? And so that's why all of those Blur 7s, all the vinyl, the pulp vinyl, the suede vinyl, all those Britpop bands, Oasis, they are like really collectible because
there weren't that
many made, and they didn't sell very many.
It's funny because you know, like since we've been doing this podcast, I've now got a vinyl player and I've now got a horrible collection of records that I'll never listen to again. That corner there, though, they're my records that I love that I'll play over and over again. They're the ones I buy. But most of those are all the albums that I had in the 90s that only came out on CD, and only now can I get them on vinyl. So that's why I've got all the Blur, all the Ben Folds on vinyl, which you couldn't get back in the day. It's weird.
You could get them, but they were hard to come by.
Ben Folds never released on vinyl until years after they broke up, when they started re-releasing them in that form.
But this is what I'm saying. I think like people like Blur and Pulp, there were vinyl editions put out at the time, but like we say, there was very
smaller
few.
number. But as I say, it's just interesting that I look over there and I go, oh look, there's all the Blur, there's Jagged Little Pill, there's Different Class, there's What's the Story.
It's weird how vinyl just wins as a.
But it's like I was saying to you. I went to
format.
I went to HMV a week or so ago just to look about, just for no real reason. But the number of, and this is where I sound like an old man, young people looking at vinyl was kind of like heartwarming because they were all excited to pick up their latest, Taylor Swift on vinyl. was like, I own something. I've bought this.
Well, there's an argument now. I mean, we just had Record Store Day was just this Saturday past, and it's become more and more cynical over the years.
It's become this weird scalpery kind of thing, where it's like, here are the 10 albums that actually make Record Day worthwhile, like a rare re-release or some kind of unique version of an album, but they're the ones that get bought in the first 5 minutes by scalpers or eBay people.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it is like, do I really want an album by the Waitresses just because it's out on vinyl now?
But it's not just Record Store Day that does a similarly cynical thing, because you mentioned Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
What people like Taylor Swift do with this whole
vinyl
boom, especially where they say it's the Gen Z now that are well into it. Yeah. Because it's something that never existed. It's like a huge novelty for them. You know, it's a magical... There's something about the format that has a certain magic, attraction to it. There can be no denying that.
No.
And this is an example of it. But people like Taylor Swift, they're doing fucking variations. Like, you know...
Yeah.
So that these fucking super fans, they have to
buy 7 versions of the same album.
And they're not fucking cheap either.
No.
New vinyl is not cheap, man. And that's really cynical. And it's like you have to... It's, you know...
Vinyl is incredibly expensive still, and I think that's a purposeful inflation. I know it's like still not easy to get vinyl out there. I know it's a costly process, and because they don't do it in the numbers they used to in the 80s and 90s or 70s even, it makes sense that yes, there's a certain markup. But when you see a new album come out and it's like 25 quid, you think, all right, acceptable.
That's cheap these days.
But it's interesting that a year later, that album will be £10 more expensive. And then re-releases of albums from the past are always vastly more expensive. Like, if you get any Beatles album that's been remastered or re-released, it's like 50 quid.
This is what I mean. And that's another example. It's how many different fucking slightly different versions of the White Album do you actually need to own on vinyl? But it's much more clearly cynical with someone like Taylor Swift doing it.
It's just more cynical in the respect that what are you actually offering other than a different album cover or one extra track?
You are gouging your most devoted fans, basically.
Yeah.
The people who love you the most, you're ripping them off directly. And it's not just Taylor Swift who does it. Lots of big acts will just do loads, you know, it's just a strategy.
Well, it's not even restricted to the record industry. These days, if you want to buy a video game, there's like gold edition, platinum edition, collector's edition, and each one's got a different thing and costs £20 more or £100 more because it comes with a shit tote bag or a mask.
No, you're right. It's a trend across.
And then they purposely make sure the thing that you wanted there isn't in the gold edition. So if you want the statuette and the mask, you can't just get it all together in one bundle. You've got to buy them separate. Yeah. It's like, you're right, it's gouging for the sake of this fake luxury boot. It's actually fake, like, rarity.
Yes, fake scarcity, they call it. Well, it's the whole thing as well behind, which is Record Store Day, going back to that. That's what they do. They produce, and they say there's only going to be a certain number of this special edition for Record Store Day.
So
but it's not actually, they could make loads of it, but they make it scarce on purpose.
So people queue up to get into these shops.
That's how you that's how you get the scalping, the eBay scalping as well.
You know what I learned? Fuck Record Shop Day. I know it's good for like
Record Store Day.
Record Store Day,
Yeah, I agree.
But not in a horrible don't go to record store. It's not like that. It's more like, is there an album that you really want? Wait a year, because I guarantee it will come out then in a re-release, much cheaper. Like, remember when 2 years ago, Record Store Day released a South Park album, 3 records, about a live show that they did.
Which you own now.
Which I own now, because I saw it in, what is it called, that record shop on Soho, the one with the one with the black logo.
Sister Ray.
I went to Sister Ray, went downstairs, they had it there, it was 25 quid.
Yeah.
For 3 records is a really good fucking deal.
It must be been a used record.
No, because it was brand new. The difference was it wasn't a coloured vinyl.
Sealed?
Yeah. The difference was it didn't have a sticker on saying World Record Shop Day or whatever. It didn't have the coloured vinyl because that was the original release.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But and it's like this, it's just fucking terrible because it's like perhaps something you put out on Record Store Day with special edition that you only make a certain amount of becomes super valuable and perhaps it doesn't. Do you know what I mean? And you always go back into these record shops like Sounds of the Universe in Soho where I go a lot.
Yeah.
They have these big racks of record store and a lot of it doesn't sell, and then it gets reduced like a week later.
Nothing, it
gets reduced. So if you don't go in on Record Store Day.
Well, there are always albums that no one really wants, if I'm being honest. I don't know what the arbitrary choices are that they pick for these tracks.
In terms of sevens, I have picked up some tasty little things, sort of funk and soul, disco sevens.
Fine, but
over the years, tasty things.
I guess they try to make you find new things, but I honestly don't think the stress of the day itself is worthy of what you're getting.
It's gouging. It's cynical. It's bad.
But I tell you what, there's one band that I don't think you could criticise for being a price gouging, cynical exercise in popdom. It's the band called Splodge Abroad or whatever it's called. What the fuck? I nearly could have had a great one. I'm going to edit that in. No, I'm not. Splodge Abounds. I was close.
I thought it was Splodgeness. No, it is Splodgeness.
No, it's Splodge Abounds.
No, it's not. It's Splodgeness abounds.
Mate.
Look there with your bad one eye.
Oh,
Splodgeness.
yeah. I didn't see the word nest. I was looking at the word records. That went down. It's Splodgeness Abounds.
Thank you. Fucking hell.
Right.
Splodgeness abounds. Paul, tell us all about them. Do you want some light in here?
No, it's fine. This is a record that you got. On the front cover, there's a drawing of what looks like, a horse in a desert.
I was very much drawn to the cover. It's almost in a sort of pop art meets Dada. You're looking from an interior of a room. The wallpaper is made up of all sort of black and white stencil faces. And then you look out through the white framed window and it's the desert. It's the old West, in fact, isn't it? Yeah. And there's a horse and there's a guy with a flag getting the horse to go. And then there's some rocks to the left. And you can see Rolf Harris.
Well,
you can see Rolf Harris popping out.
You kind of just like sport the big twist. But there's a fort. It's like a Western imagery, right?
Yes, but then you're in a sort of domestic. The architecture of the room that you're looking out
modern.
Of isn't Western, doesn't.
But you're looking at like the old Fort West, Wild West.
I think it's a good cover. I like it.
There's a little collection of rocks, and in the corner peeping out is a little cartoon Rolf Harris, and you may think, but why? But why?
And that's because
the track is called Two Little Boys, made famous by Rolf Harris, and guess what? Their version sounds like this.
Very much a punk version of Two Little Boys.
It is. And when you look at this and go, oh, what a cute little thing, you do wonder why they've decided to re-release Two Little Boys as a single.
What year is it?
Hang on, I'll tell you what.
We need to know.
It's like...
We need the details.
I think it was like 78.
1980.
Right. So, on Wikipedia, because
I'm just going to look at the...
what?
You continue. I'm just looking at the label whilst you do that, please.
So, Splodgeness Abounds. I thought this was going to be one of these rare, oh my God, no one's ever heard of this before. How silly and weird is a punk version of Two Little Boys, as made famous by Rolf Harris.
Rolf Harris.
But Splodgeness Abounds do have a hit single under their belt. They've had 3 UK single chart entries, including a top 10 hit. And that top 10 hit is the, I guess, famous. It was a famous
definitely
track.
Famous.
Yeah. 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps, please.
Now, that was something that wasn't a cover version.
No, it's theirs.
And what's it about? Going to the pub?
It's about a factory worker who's frustrated with his job, just can't wait to get out of there and have a packet of crisps and some drinks, etc.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. But what I found interesting is, like, as a band, they seem to be too cheeky for punk. It's like they're a punk band through and through.
They're novelty punk. That's what they are. They're like a comedy punk band, aren't they?
Because the rest of the single, there's
but it's pretty legit punk if you're into that kind of music. I mean,
they're musically proficient as well.
Yeah, the guitar's not bad, is it? And
the other tracks prove this because there were 3 tracks, not including Two Little Boys.
It's more of an EP, isn't it? There's 4 tracks on this altogether.
And one is, hang on, this one's Two Little Boys. The next one's called Saying Goodbye to His Horse,
which is pretty cool.
Which
it's
is what
funny
that horse
little
image
skit.
is.
There's the horse on there,
because the horse is dying.
And I think it's something to do with Rolf saying goodbye to his horse, or one of the 2 little boys, because they grow up.
I don't
and
know
one
if
of them
it's
loses his
connected.
horse. One of them, that's the story in the song, isn't it?
Oh, of Two Little Boys.
The horse dies, and he goes, "Do you think I'd leave you? They're in the war."
Oh, I see, yeah.
I could get on my horse.
Stupid song.
And also, that was sort of like an over-sentimental sort of children's novelty record, the original, Rolf Harris's version. And they're doing the incongruousness of the punk style with that sort of...
Taking
do you see
something
what I mean?
that's meant to be like a life lesson and touching.
And saccharine and sort of, it's terrible song.
Yeah.
You know what it was on?
What?
All Aboard, that children's song compilation album that I used to listen to a lot, which had Chalky on.
Oh.
You know that song?
Yeah.
Chalky with the... not
the Jim Davidson character.
no.
No, I know.
You know the Chalky one?
Yeah.
With
the theme tune from
magic,
Chalky.
the magic piano.
Yeah.
It's an alien that came in the room and then played the piano, right?
Moving on.
And this was on it, and so was Ernie, the
We're
fastest
not going to go on
milkman,
a
and the
tangent
rest.
where you remember something else. Let me tell you about Splodgeness Abounds, which is a perfect cheap show name.
I want to know what their other top 10 singles were,
Right,
please.
so they were formed in Kent. The band is associated with the oi and punk pathetique genres. Punk pathetique.
What is that? I really need to know what that means.
Is a subgenre of British punk rock that involved humour and working class cultural themes.
Oh, it was a whole thing. I didn't know it was actually a thing that had a name.
Yeah, it embodies Cockney culture with Dickensian working class attitudes.
So almost Ian Jury's almost like
And
that.
Splodgeness Abounds are one of the figureheads of it.
Crazy.
Because the main singer of that, a guy called Max Splodge, not his real name, Martin Everest. So they seem to be a silly band.
Captain Sensible as well has sort of got a
Well, the
vibe
Damned
of that.
had a lot of that.
But were they known as pathetic?
I wouldn't have thought so, because they're more kind of gothic romantic punk in some respects, right?
Yeah, but you remember we listened to that Captain Sensible thing that was very novelty-ish,
Yeah, but
very
also,
comic almost.
a lot of Damned's tracks were satirical or silly. There's like Money with Vivian Stanshall, which is a kind of weird, oddbally track they did. It's a great track.
Isn't that amazing? I never knew that there was an actual genre, but we've sort of come
We bounced around it a few times, yeah.
haven't we, on this segment?
Yeah.
So that's a very good.
So they formed in Kent. There's a lot of information how they got together, but in 1980 on the Durham label,
That's
I
what
believe
this is.
it
This is Durham. The one I've got
Durham.
it.
They released 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps.
Oh, this is on Durham as well, and from 1980. So they obviously tried to follow it up pretty quick that same year.
Yeah. The song was released as a AAA vinyl single, along with a track called Simon Templar, which just took the piss out of The Saint. And then a track called Michael Booth's Talking Bum.
I want to hear both of those
wanna
tracks.
hear that. 2 pints of lager got a lot of airplay on the John Peel show in Radio 1, which meant it could peak at number 7 in the UK charts. However, they could not capitalise on this success because during the BBC strike of 1980 in June, there was no Top of the Pops being made, so they couldn't go on the show to perform it and get a bigger audience, which is sometimes how it worked. You could only go on Top of the Pops if your song reached a certain position in the charts, and they missed out. So the follow-up to 2 pints of lager was a cover version of Two Little Boys.
That's this, yeah.
So this
Same
was the
year.
cover version,
Yeah.
which featured on a soundtrack to a 1981 film called A Musical War, which was that infamous punk film.
Oi film, sort of, is it?
It came with Horse, the Butterfly Song, and Socks. Socks we will play in a little moment. Initial copies of the single came with a cardboard boomerang.
Oh,
guaranteed not to come back, it had written on it.
I wish I'd and that's weird because that was another one on All Aboard. My boomerang won't come back. But
Another Rolf Harris song, I think.
No, it's not. It's Charlie Daniels.
Oh, Charlie Drake.
My boomerang won't come back.
Anyway.
Yeah. This is weird. It's all linking
They did
up.
perform this on Top of the Pops, but it only reached number 26 in September 1980. Their debut album, released in January 81, failed to chart, weirdly.
The
However,
album
this is
failed
the
to
interesting bit, in my opinion. In the early days, they were noted for playing pranks. These include leaving Max Splodge stranded on the top of a set of speakers for the entire set during live shows. They supported themselves when the support band failed to show up. So they would go on stage before they came on.
Oh, that's cool.
Pick up everyone else's instruments and play them badly at a deafening volume.
You see, this really speaks, and I'm sure if we looked at that genre, punk pathetique more,
Yeah.
this really speaks to the kind of influence of those surrealist and even more so Dadaist early 20th century art movements on the punk thing.
Yeah.
And the situationist, that sounds like a situationist prank.
They came up in the moment.
Yeah, no, there's these weird things that make you take you out of the societal norms.
Yeah.
It's like Guide Aboard, it's like a situationist thing. They're clever punks, as well as comic.
They're certainly punks in a way, in a very artistic, arty, art boy way.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Art school. Art schooly.
Another prank they pulled were they told everyone that Max Splodge couldn't make the show because he was in Maidstone prison, but eventually came on stage handcuffed to a prison officer.
That I like. I like all these. These sound like properly fun things.
Police were frequently reported to their concerts due to unsubstantiated reports of public nudity and farting on demand during renditions of Michael Booth's Talking Bum.
I must have a lot of farts in.
Yeah. Anyway, and then they carried on, but they're still churning out stuff today. They're releasing albums every now and then.
They had a number 1, though.
No, I've said that wrong. They just had a top 10
It's only
chart.
7. Didn't it chart again when it was used as a theme tune, though?
I'm not seeing anything
No
here.
re-release.
Not seeing anything here. They appeared in 2006 on Harry Hill's TV Burp. They've been on, honestly. And now Max Splodge can be found touring with Bad Manners and as a regular performer at the Rebellion Festival. So,
what about the other 2 Abounds boys or whoever else was in the group? It was basically his thing.
It looks like it was mostly his thing.
Right.
Certainly the figurehead of it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I kind of want to end with playing Socks. In fact, I'm going to cut it in now because I like the beginning of it, which is them attempting Madness, stroke two-tone, stroke Scar.
Well, no, it's a clear rip-off of the Madness single One Step Beyond, which comes from Prince Buster, the Scar artist.
I'll drop it in here.
They take it from that, and that was their first ever single, I think, Madness.
Right.
Or very early on.
Well, we're not doing that. We'll drop it in. We'll drop it in. Socks.
Hey, you! Don't smell that. Smell this. This is a whippy whippy monster song. One sock beyond.
Smell the odor of those socks. Socks, wonderful socks. Red patches and blue ones. Socks, wonderful socks. Wool and acrylic. Some come up to your ankles and some right up to your knees. But no matter how high they come up, the bottom smell of cheese. Yum, 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 but don't tell me mum.
Socks. I like that one.
I mean, that's clearly just a complete rip-off. Not a rip, it's a
Spoof.
spoof, yeah.
Go on, mate. Out of... is it a platter or a splatter, this?
It's definitely a platter for me.
It's definitely a platter for me, this.
Very interesting
I love
thing.
it. I like the fact that, although we haven't played all the tracks now, and I'm sure there's a link online on YouTube, you can watch it all, but I like how every single track is, like, musically different. You know, like, the first one's, like, a kind of straightforward punk attack on that song. The second one's kind of like, a weird western-y...
It's like a skit.
It's a skit.
But it's kind of got a sort
monologue
of...
skit.
It's kind of got a sort of soundscape vibe as well, like the Old West.
And then you got Socks, which is, you know, the Bad Manners, the Madness thing. And then, what's the last one called? Butterfly.
The Butterfly song is about a kid who kills a butterfly.
Yeah, weird. And it's the music there. What was the vibe of that again? What was the style of that?
A lot to get into. I like the EP format, giving us a little bit of everything.
Little bit
the
of
other thing to
everything.
mention is their little label logo, which just says Splodge, and it's got someone with their pants down, very much mooning.
I love that.
Mooning the person who looks at it.
Lovely. It's a platter for us. A lovely little bit of punk pathetique.
Yes.
Pathetique.
Pathetique, yeah.
Pathetique. Right, so we're going on to our next one now, and we're just gonna play it. What's it called and who's it by? And I'll just play it.
This is Valerie, and it's by Monique. A white label on hard written in a tubular font, a metallic tubular font.
Yeah, like a neon piping.
That caught my eye because there's no picture on the. It's a
Look, here's the thing, though. Let's be honest. Let's just get this out of the way right now. We're talking about the logo font because there is almost nothing else in the world about this track I looked online and all I could find was Discogs. Discogs, the release of it.
It's listed on Discogs. And like I mentioned to you before, Paul, all of the stuff on Discogs is user-generated. So someone, probably very much like myself, just picked it up somewhere and thought, what the fuck? What the living fuck is that? What on earth possessed someone to produce this record, Paul?
Because when we had Robert Popper on and we had him play that album, and that was, a slice of...
Jumping Horses was the opening track.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of that, this track.
It's not as good.
It's not as demented.
And it's not as structured. It's less structured.
This
has very much... almost no structure. It's a call and response structure, right? Because you've got the backing singers. Valerie.
I don't even think there's that going on.
No, there is going on. No, there are backing singers. You can't deny that.
I think that's an accident. No, there's accident singers, but there's no call. I think it's an accident of how they've just thrown everything together. It feels like they gave a child some musical instruments and just recorded what that child played. Because when we went online to look for this, Discogs proved it existed, but we couldn't find it on YouTube. I couldn't find Muso articles about it. The only real giveaway is a person called, is it Dave the Rave?
Well, it says in the writing credit, it says Dave the Rave.
And when we looked at Dave the Rave up, there were a load of Facebook pages and YouTube channels featuring some wacky dude in his 60s or 70s who at some point might have been into rave culture. But some of these videos had very different looking men to one another, all called Dave the Rave.
I just think Dave the Rave is just one of those extremely common nicknames.
It's a nickname you give to the wanker who lives at your fucking...
Who's called Dave.
Who's always at the pub.
Yeah, or whatever, who's a party animal, or shits himself, or whatever.
Fucking hell, Dave the Rave's coming in. All right, Dave.
Yeah, you could be like Big Dave and he's actually small. It could be like Dave the Rave as in he's no fun.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite. Dave's a real bore, but they call him Dave the Rave.
When did this come out?
It is 1988.
So quite late in terms of it's not a punk thing, is it? It's not.
Absolutely not. Well, the other side is more of a clue to what era it was already into. The other name, of course, I have to mention on this because we want to get as much info out to people because we are making an appeal.
Well,
if anyone
has anything,
has any idea about this,
if anyone even knows who we are, please get in touch.
The other name. It has on it. It says engineered by Andy Filecki and recorded at Pyramid Studio, 3 Glebe Road, London E
what?
E something. But that might be a clue as well.
When I looked up that producer, he made this and he's credited.
E8.
And he was credited for this and one other single. Yes. And then that's it.
So not a hugely prolific producer under that engineer.
Under that label, at least.
Name. The engineer's just the engineer, though. I mean,
yeah, jobbers.
Of course, some of them are quite famous, aren't they? Because they're on classic albums, work with classic artists.
They're the lucky ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
Not everyone gets to work with the Beatles.
There has an index number.
Again,
Hard Records Limited.
But I looked up online.
There's nothing.
And there's no register of that anymore online.
That's so weird. So there's no other records on this label either?
I don't think so. I might be wrong on that, but again, when I looked on Discogs, Hard Records begins and ends with this single.
Now, I saw this in the charity shop and it jumped out to me and I thought, this is definitely something weird. I don't know what it is about this.
Yeah.
But I thought, I've never seen that before, for sure. It's something about the lettering, the neon, as you say, lettering. But what really sold it for me was when I flipped it over, or maybe the first side I saw, because the B side of this, different artist.
But is it?
But is it? But it has an extra writing credit.
That means fucking nothing.
But it is called Pump Up the Valerie. And it sounds a little bit...
Oh yeah, we'll play a little bit of it right now. So here's the thing, because like there were a lot of spoofs of Pump Up the Volume by Mars in the late 80s, right? But at least a lot of them kept the form and structure of that track in its spooficity.
Yes, I was hoping for something of that, but there's nothing.
It's just
it's dancey. That's the only nod to the actual to Pump Up the Volume.
I put in the bit where it's all blip blop blip blop blip because that's the only bit worth playing, because it is just sampling the A side and putting it over a reasonably boring drum machine.
This one, however, is written by R. Davey. Now, is that Dave the Rave?
Possibly.
R. Davey, as in initial R. Davey.
Well, we don't know.
A Filecki, that's Andy Filecki.
Yeah, but again,
and
just because
Dave the Rave.
Yeah.
So if you are Dave the Rave as R. Davey, why would you have Dave the Rave and R. Davey? Unless R. Davey was two different people. Dave the Rave and R. Davey.
It's very likely that they are two different people.
Right.
But when it comes to crediting, it probably just means that they've given those three names out to the person who brought the drum machine, the person who knew how to use the synthesizer, and then the engineer, and then Davey because he was the one who they sampled. That's it.
The singer.
Yes, who probably didn't touch
and
this.
I use that word extremely
poorly, incorrectly.
Yeah. Weird.
So anyone listening, we would like you, if you know anything about this, or because like, what was the one you were saying, Johnny and the Answer Phones? We didn't have too much on.
We
either.
didn't have very much, and then we got the whole story. I love that episode.
Again, and I'd love to have something like this from there, or what was it, Boogie Jungle, Atomic Boogie Jungle? What was that?
Oh yeah, Cosmic Boogie. I think it is.
Boogie,
which was that guy who was an activist.
And there was a record store on.
It wasn't it was a cafe in Euston Road.
But they also recorded songs there.
That's right,
because that was the label. That's where they had their label.
And there was all sorts of extra material, print type.
Yeah, there's much more
material in the 7.
Yeah,
actually in the 7 itself. But it was a crazy sort of weird
thing. There's nothing
thing
for this. Because here's the thing, right? I keep saying that. Gotta stop saying that. What's interesting is like when you look at what we did with our album, we only made 350 of those, but they all sold. Right? They were limited, so there's not going to be that many of these in the second-hand ecosystem potentially.
Very few. I mean, if you're talking about like collectible records, first presses, people collect private press things.
Yeah,
that's the sort of type of
release
number that you'd have with those. But so who knows what will happen to the CheapShow record in future years, Paul? It might become quite a rare collectible thing.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It'll be one of these things, like a totally obscure thing with no trace. There'll be a trace of us online.
But these are costly to make, right?
So, less so in '88.
Yeah, no, less so in '88. But where would you have bought this originally? If I'd have just in 1988, if I'd have gone into, I couldn't have got this in HMV.
Where?
But would it have been in an independent
record
was it?
Store? We do not know.
In like the indies section.
No, I don't know. Because
you're not getting this on John Peel.
Maybe it had
for a fucking fact.
Maybe it had a picture cover.
We'll never know. No, we couldn't have, because when you look at Discogs, it's just that label like you see there.
Yeah.
But all this.
No, I know what you're saying. You're saying it's an argument in favour of it not having any artwork originally. The fact that the one on Discogs doesn't. Yes,
because
I agree.
I would argue we might have seen this elsewhere online if there'd been more of a footprint of it, and there's no footprint.
Yes.
So if you're listening, and maybe you are Dave the Rave, or you're listening to
or
this,
even Mr. Filecki, Andy Filecki.
Yeah, I keep thinking that's going to be a rude word I could have fun with, but it's not, is it? It's because it's a bit like flicky.
A Filecki. If I may, I've got a little specky of poo-poo on the end of my knob.
No, you see, you missed out the bit where you say the word Filecki. So here's the thing, though.
Oh, I've got a shit on my knob.
Stop touching your mic, you cunt.
Sorry.
Hack cunt.
I'm not a hack.
Professional hack cunt. Right.
Whoa.
Anyway, splatter or platter, Mr. Silverman?
Just because, not because of the music, obviously.
No.
Because of the
mystery. It's
an
potentially...
absolute. It's what we live for here.
It is, isn't it?
It's definitely
this
a platter.
This has to be
the most obscure?
Yeah. The least of them all in that respect.
Must be.
Because, again, we've had stuff that I thought was rare, but then there is a footprint and a trail online.
The actual Winky 7 was pretty... There's not much about that, is there?
In fact,
there's
most
the
of what's been discovered has been through us now.
Yeah.
It is a platter. It is a platter with caveats, but it is a platter.
Yeah. It's awful, unlistenable music.
Embarrassing,
unlistenable.
Unprofessional?
Yeah. It's
like, why would you put that out into the world? Who is he? Why is it a joke?
As a joke. Well, Johnny and the Answer Phones was essentially a joke that the guy. It was
like a spiteful.
It was a spiteful thing that the guy that was being spited decided to release anyway, or whatever. You know, it was very strange. So maybe it's something like this.
Anyway,
maybe there's a feud behind this between Filecki and some other bloke, or Dave the Rave.
Who is Valerie? Are you Valerie?
Oh, the other thing we should mention is
because that's the other fucking problem with this. You search for like Valerie as a song, and you're going to get the Zootons icons or Amy Winehouse.
That's the other really peculiar thing about this. It's Valerie by Monique, which is so generic and so like a sort of mid-90s R&B
Monique,
artist.
for me, reeks of like 80s new romantic, art pop 80s stuff.
It could be, yes, yeah. I know
You
what
can
mean,
imagine
yeah.
like an album featuring Falco and Altered Image and then fucking
Yeah.
Monique.
Anyway, the artist name is listed as different on the flip, Pump Up the Valerie.
But that means fucking
And
nothing.
that's X Core X.
Yeah.
Which just adds to the mystery and weirdness of it.
It's almost like
X-Core X.
It's almost like a piece of music art, a piece of found art.
It's weird. That is the sort of connection between these two.
There is an art.
There's a punk art punk vibe
Yeah.
to both. But this is obviously much more of a real deal.
It weirdly, I would say they took that more seriously, Splodge.
Splodge actually wanted
let me
to...
just put this in one way. That's music with people and chords and singing
and
and
this is-
harmonies and production. And this is just a man,
Dave the Rave and some guy in a studio.
a man in a box with musical instruments falling down the stairs.
But there are backing singers. There are people in the women's voices in the background of that record. Everyone who's listened to it on our
I
show
know.
knows, Paul. What are they? Who are they? So there must have been more people involved.
Mates.
Yes, but there were some other people. There was backing tracks that aren't that lead singer guy.
We'll never know until someone...
we might know.
Well,
We
someone
might
might tell
know.
us, but we'll never know until then. Cheap Show's next big mystery, but I doubt we'll do a 3-hour documentary on this, unless the person who wrote that was a serial killer. We'll never
Well, we
know.
wouldn't do that either.
No.
Because you don't want to do...
Although we could pivot to true crime if it ends up there's a serial killer who made that song and the women who were on it were murdered. Oh.
We've skirted on true crime when it's involved grotty sort of things, haven't
it's
we?
been adjacent, but it's someone else's football pitch to kick about in.
What is our football pitch, Paul?
It's like
It's
muddy.
you having a huge go at me and then
No,
me...
our football pitch is like unkept, overgrown, muddy in places.
White
no
dog poo?
goalposts.
White dog poo?
Couple of doggy poos on
White
there.
dog poos,
Couple of
yeah.
puddles. It's always raining. Jumpers for goalposts.
You dickhead.
Right, let's
Two
wrap this up.
pints of crisps and a pot
2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps, please. TheCheapShow.co.uk is your one-stop shop for all things Cheap Show. Go there and you'll find us everywhere else on the internet, including our fortnightly cheap shots, including dedicated pages to each and every episode, including some photographs to accompany all the things that we've played with today. We also have our Instagram, YouTube, all of that stuff. It's all there, thecheapshow.co.uk, and we'd like to thank our beautiful, wonderful, handsome, sexy, gorgeous, and very kind Patreon supporters who keep this podcast going with their support. If you would like to join their number, go to patreon.com/cheapshow and give what you can, but please only if you can, and if you can't, help spread the word. That's all we can ask you to do. Thank you for listening this week. We're back next week. I know it's warm in here, but the heating is not on.
It's on.
Then
Feel it.
it's come on automatically then. I don't know what to say about that.
Oh, God, it's like you're trying to kill me.
Is it working?
No, I'm very much still here.
Well, that-
and I'll drink a healthy amount of Red Bull. Wanker.
I would say any Red Bull is not a healthy amount of Red Bull, personally speaking. Boo-hoo. Go on. Go back to your dirty nest where you got your little fucking findings of the day all scooped up around you.
What do you mean, findings of the day?
Whatever you find on your day's walk, when you're walking about, whatever you pick up, whatever you buy, it all goes into your nest on your bed at the end of the day, and you sit there cross-legged as you smoke. It's like a crow, like a raven. And
They're
you
very
scoop it
cool
up.
birds, and I should be honoured to be compared to a corvid of any type. They're grateful, smart, intelligent, noble animals, unlike cheap show co-hosts.
Oh, yeah? What kind of bird am I?
A cunt bird that lies
no
in the
such thing as a
ground.
cunt bird, is
yes,
there?
there is. Do you know what its call is?
What?
I'm Paul Gannon. I'm Paul Gannon.
This is your weakest material. This is the weakest. This is the weakest source.
I'm Paul Gannon. Oh, shit. Their shit is so stinky. It's that's a foul odour. Because they're a bird. Foul odour. Oh, this is my worst stuff.
Yeah, it is. I'm just gonna let you keep on digging that hole.
A foul odour.
Yeah. Are birds fowls? Because I know chickens and stuff are fowl.
I think it's
Duck, a fowl duck.
wildfowl.
Wild
Yes,
fowl.
it's just another word for birds, I think.
I
Yeah.
don't know if it was a special type of thing. that is a fowl.
wildfowl is all that shit out there.
So fowls are birds, but not all birds
Yeah.
are fowls.
No, I think all birds are foul.
Oh yeah, but not all fowls are birds.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the same, Paul. You're really annoying me now with this logic shit. If all something is something, then all that second thing is also all of the first thing. It's reversible. You see what I'm saying? Yeah? If all me is you, all you is me.
Yeah, you think...
It's logic.
No, I wasn't saying that.
That's
because
what
I
you're
wasn't saying that. I was saying...
Are all birds
all
fowl?
fowls are birds, but not all birds can be fowls.
Yeah, but that's exactly the same formally.
No, it's
As
not really.
all A's are B, therefore all B's are A.
That's not what I'm saying.
Because A, fowl, B, birds.
No, because I'm saying there are more birds than there are fowl, whereas all fowl are birds. So it's not the fucking same thing, is it? There's a slight difference there. You and your fucking Red Bull, get out my house. Go on, get out. Go on, go.
Do I have to leave now?
Get out.
Paul, don't be angry.
Stop touching the
I
mic.
touched
Get
the
out.
mic again.
Get out. Get out my house. Go. Get out my house. Get out. I'll take your fucking...
Oh, here we go.
Chucking your stuff out.
No,
Chucking your
don't
stuff
touch.
out.
Hey.
I'm chucking it out. Get out my house. Go on, go.
Have you finished talking to
Get
him?
out. Get out. We'll see you next week on Cheap Show.